Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Soul Purpose Leaders. I am excited. I know I like to say the word excited. I know, but it's amazing. Okay. I'm so excited because I've got another guest, and he is amazing person, amazing leader in himself. And actually, he does great things. Now, before I can go speak about him, I would like to say why we're here. Why Soul Purpose Leaders? Because this platform is actually built to help anyone who's looking for leader or is looking for mentor or coach or even understanding what a speaker is about. And so this is why we're here. You don't have to scroll into Google and start looking for one by one. You can actually come to this platform and look for many, and you have plenty of choices. And I just want to say, I am so happy and I'm so blessed to actually bring you these leaders and see what they can do for themselves, but also what they're doing for others and how they actually lead with themselves and actually lead other people. Now, today I have an amazing person called Carl Mensah, and he believes in becoming the best version of himself. His mission is to empower people towards greatness, to become the best version of themselves, to use their gifts and talent to change the world. He believes in using sports as an outlet for young people and adults, and have helped empower kids in community, school, abroad, and currently on a mission to change the educational system. And he's on the mission to make youth development in the world better and currently to help people globally around the world achieving their dreams and goals they desire in their life, financial as well. Wow, that's amazing. On point in everything he's doing. So I am so excited to bring to you Carl Mensah. Welcome, Carl. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Barke. I really appreciate that. The welcome. I appreciate your platform. You're really empowering people too. And I will, like I'll say this: if you're following Barke, definitely she's definitely a great leader, inspiring a lot of people. Now we just met, really. We met through LinkedIn. It's just very interesting. So I love the platform. I love the inspiration, and she'll continue changing the world as she is right now. So I appreciate it.
Wow, I love the boost there. Okay, that was like, whoa, that's amazing. But I am actually here for to actually speak about Carl. Okay, what he's doing. And I've read in his biography, okay, he's doing a lot with youth empowerment, with a lot in actual education system. What I, what, who is Carl? Come on, tell us, who are you? What you doing in life? What's happening?
Well, I'll say this first, so you know a bit about myself and why I'm very passionate on that. Um, when I was in school, this is a bit of my story, right? And I'll share it with you so you kind of understand it. So when I was in school, I remembered having no confidence. I remembered like not speaking to no one. I remembered always being told you're not good. When we used to play football, always be like the last pick. Got told I was a T-Rex. Got told so many name callings. I remember not even going to speak to girls and things like that. Right? Be the first one in class because I didn't know who I was and my talents and who I was really, and my self-esteem was low. Now here's where the transition came in place. Was really about when I went to. I remember I was working part time at Sports Direct when I was 16 years old, right? And I remembered my manager throwing boxes on the floor and said, "Snake the tables." Right? And think about me, I don't like restrictions from people. I don't like caged stuff. That's just not me, right? So, and this is what I said, right, in my head. And I said, God, like, this was the thoughts are running through me. It was like, God, you need to sort this out before I sort him out. My mentality was never be caged by anyone. And the thing is, I saw so many people living restricted lives. But I also remembered a scripture that I looked on, and it said in Proverbs 18, verse 16, a man's gift will make room for him before great men. And that's what really got me to say, why am I in this world? What are my gifts? What are my talents? So I remembered writing on a piece of paper, like the first thing was coaching. I thought wrote motivational speaker, I wrote business, I wrote comedian, all of these things, right? And then from there, I remember going back to the club I used to play for, and I said to the coach, I'm only here to find out if coaching is what I need to do, right? And then he was like, oh, okay, that's fine. The first session with these kids, it was off. I didn't like it. I was like, why am I here? But I said I was gonna be there. Not in my head. I say, why am I here? What am I doing? Like all of these things. Because they weren't listening. None of them were listening, right? But I said I'm gonna be there long enough where I was gonna find my purpose in this world. It was very important to me. Like no one got in my way, not even my parents. They were confused. They told me, you told me you want to do this, and this. They were confused. But I was on my mission and no one got in my way. Right. And I remembered when I knew was when my session overran. Right. The coach had to stop me and say, look, it's finished. At that moment, I knew my purpose. I knew what I needed to do. And then from there, um, went abroad to America for 2 months, went to go to different communities, schools, and that's why I'm into that kind of youth, empowering them, finding their gifts and talents to change the world, really. So that's kind of like analysis where I come from on the youth development side of things.
Wow, that's amazing. And to actually see the difference from where you were to where you became as a passionate and you know what is your purpose and understanding that this is it, this is what I want to do in my life. And I love that even your parents having they support you in a way that this is what you want, go for it. But you yourself, tell us a bit more on the when you went to abroad and seeing people and children acting, there must be difference, there must be some kind of um, unique way that they do, or what have you seen the difference of it to know that this I can change something or I can do, or it's something can be done differently? What is that you saw for yourself, but also that it made you a passion even more to say, this is it. I have to do this for myself.
Okay. Great question. I think for me it was when I saw the kids, they get well, the kids in the UK, they get uplifted here, right? And I was on the field and they were just enjoying the sports because I love to use sports as an outlet for kids and their mindsets and everything to help them, right? So when I went to USA, it's a crazy story actually. I'll say another story is that when I went there, the contract landed on my birthday, right? June the 2nd. And from there, when I was out there in the US, we're going out to different places. It was they mainly like they're very they like this they like sports and everything, but some of them didn't. So here's what hope this answers your question. There were some kids on that field because I did soccer, what we call it football. Let me just call it football, right? With kids on that field that were hungry. There was one kid I always remember him, right? His parents and I remember him. Every time we got on the field, right? It was supposed to be a fun camp. He was having fun, but he took it very seriously. He was like 8 years old, right? 8 years old, and he'll come there and train, and he'll go and ask questions, and he'll think he wants to do more and more and more and more. I think for me personally, I think he sparkled it. There were certain people on different camps because every week we went to different camps that sparkled me to say I need to. There was times where I would wake up early, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, just to do a session. And I remember having my roommate, right, when I was with him, because he was the driver, right? I didn't know how to, I haven't don't know how to drive yet. Right? He was the driver. We were all in the same room. in people's houses and stuff, because we went to different places like Atlanta, Florida, Mississippi, every different weeks, right? He was wondering, why are you waking up at this time? Chill, like let's relax. Let's just he was just sleeping in. I was like, no, I wanna do this, because my mindset was that if I don't do this and I don't have a session or have something engaging or have something where this kid can improve or these kids can improve, then I'm disservice to them. That's what I see anyway. If I'm not using my talents as I'm being of disservice to them. Really, you know what I mean? So it was days and different weeks. And another thing was, you can say there's characters. You identify the same character traits, right? In the sense of, there's some people that are, yeah, the rough mentality. You can identify those. I remember there was a girl on the field. This was so funny, right? She was like, I think she was like the only girl, but she was like the oldest one, right, in the group, because it was a mixed camp. She was very strong as well. She was very strong, stronger than all of the boys by far, right? I remember this happened because she was so strong and powerful. The other boys, they got intimidated, right? Some of them yeah, they got intimidated, and she was getting frustrated because she was just trying to just express herself, do the game, and all of that stuff. She was very aggressive. Now, if those kids, I think of it like different stories of relating it back to football players that I know are like that. So with her, I had different conversations. I said, "Oh, look, yeah, I know. Look, you're the oldest in the group. We know that yeah, you know you got the great skills and stuff, but maybe what you can do is you can lead this group." So I gave her more of a leadership role. So now it's like they are looking up to her. There's different ways of communicating with different types of people, because they were just moaning and complaining. But um, it's all, to answer your question, it's all a bit similar, but in the sense that soccer, obviously down there, they it's still building up. You know what I mean? It's still building up, to be honest.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And what you said there is really amazing because as a mother, I know how it feels because I love when my son, or even my daughter going into sports and actually let themselves be and really just kind of like let go of whatever is going on around them or
Mm-hmm.
inside of them and just release that tension or release that anger or release whatever it is and just be with other children and have that moment of coming together, working as a team, have the discipline as well, and knowing that you're together, you're not just one. And that is unique. And the way you said there is like
Yeah,
you see the similarity of the personality of those children and knowing that, oh my goodness, wherever you go, it can be United Kingdom, it can be America, it can be in any other country, the similarity are still the same. And that is the main thing about, having an understanding of youth, the way they work and the way they actually present themselves. That's amazing and that's unique. Now, you having this hunger, you're hungry to help them, you're hungry to actually be an outstanding person because you believe in what you're doing. Now, you said on your biography that you wanted to change the educational system in a way that they, there must be a way of making a difference here. Can you tell us more? What is that you're thinking, or what is that maybe you started already? Tell us a bit more of that, please.
um, pretty much. I'm not really. I don't agree with the educational system. I'm pretty much. My thing is this: is if people just in general, not just young people, but if people just in general in the world knew who they were, knew what their gifts and talents were, right, and they used that, that's what will change the world, right? It doesn't, for me, it doesn't matter who's in charge. It doesn't matter who's I'm not gonna get into elections and things like that, like Boris Johnson and all these people, but like it doesn't matter who's in charge. Like I think the system, the educational system, it caps you to lose. It programs you to lose because you're not being programmed to go and live out who you are meant to be. You're not programmed to identify who you really are, what your talents are, what your gifts are, what you really offer the world to make it better. So for my thing is this is I'm obviously into self-development now and like affirmations and like audios, tapes, books, listening to positive people, hanging around with positive people like yourself. And I think that's what needs to be instilled from a young age in the educational system. Because if you program that in a young age, and it doesn't matter what age they are, they can be 5 years old. You can program that from 5 years old, from 3 years old. Even for example, things like vision boards, right? I've got a vision board here, but I'm just going to say you an example. Everyone is a creator of their own story. I have this here. It inspires me. So imagine you got kids. You don't have to explain to in detail what it is, but they have pictures. Mommy, daddy, look at this picture. They do it anyways. So this time we start programming on things that can help them in their subconscious mind and all of these things. There needs to be more programs. There needs to be that needs to be instilled in the culture of the system. And I was actually speaking to a coach, actually. Jeff, if you're watching this, this is his advice. Finland literally have an educational system that they really focus on their kids' strengths, and like they don't really focus on exams as much because what happens is I didn't really get great grades in school. I got a D in English. I had to go and retake that back in what is it, college. Got a C, just scraped a C in maths. And these were things where I wake up early, sleep late. You ask my parents, this is what I did, and I still scraped. It didn't make sense. I remember getting an E in geography. I remembered all of these things. And the thing is this, most of these kids, they don't care. Now I want to kind of people understand is that everyone has talents and gifts. You see, when I'm on the field or if I'm in a school or if I'm in an environment, it doesn't even have to be in those environments. If I see a kid or someone and I see they're talented at something, what I would do, I will hone in on that gift and that talent, and I will want to put them in environments where they can enhance it. Because I don't know if you've seen this before, there's been 6-year-olds that are boxers, 6-year-olds, 7-year, they are so quick. It's like, how? Because the parent identified it and they put them in the right position. So that's how I believe it should be changed. So there needs to be more entrepreneurship. People need to teach that as well, to encourage that, to be like, we can be financially free. We don't have to just work a 9 to 5 job. That's nothing wrong with that. If it's what you're called to do in your area, because I can coach all day, 9 to 5 in the job, it's fine. But if you're not, it's different. So I just encourage that. Obviously, people got to do what they got to do to get to the destination, but that's just my take on it.
I think that different century or different times even that we get to the point of life is changing. Now, since the pandemic, a lot of people have lost their jobs that they work 9 to 5, most of them, that they work, there's jobs that they have to go to be into a company or into it's restaurants or places. Now, coming back to hopefully when we do go back to the society, where everything is open, And it's going to be different because now it kind of opened up to that point of there's not a lot of 9 to 5. It's not safe anymore. Not no jobs are safe anymore. And this is where we have to actually know and also understand and not being ignorant to say, no, 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 no. You have to study like the old days, the way they used to do. You have to study, you have to finish
yeah,
your study, you have to go to work for 30 or 40 years, and then you retire and you die. And
mm,
that's not the way anymore, because now you can
yeah,
see the difference of other people. They made it because of entrepreneurship, because of a lot of different also there is places and also other things that you can do, that you don't have to feel that you have to drain your life away in a company that is not going to help you. At the end of the day, you're going to lose your job at any time. They look at you as a number, and there's a lot of things that's going on in life. But at the moment,
mm,
for the youth and what you said about education system, when a person, especially a young child, knowing themselves, because if we start from the younger generation, oh my goodness, the next generation is going to be better than where we are right now
yeah,
if we work
yeah,
on
yeah,
them now. You know what I mean? And that is the key here, to work on them now. So what you said is actually meaningful. It's very important. Now, can you give us an insight of what of those do you, because you're working with youth and you actually, like yourself, you said that you actually going through, you already started your journey for self development. You started doing things in self development to actually know who you are, but also as an entrepreneur yourself. Tell us your journey. How did you get by that? How did you find out that, oh, I can be an entrepreneur? I don't think people wake up in the morning and just like, oh, I can do that. Can you tell us a
yeah.
bit how did that happen to you?
Um, well, it started out pretty much when I was in what was it? My cousin introduced me into like self development and like um pretty much into business sides of things. So I got involved in like different businesses and just learned like I wasn't very I didn't know books like, for example, like Think and Grow Rich and all of these books and things like that. So yeah, when I just doing he introduced me to self development, it was like, wow, what's this? I didn't know about it. It was just to get to my awareness. I was like, oh, but what? Like, wow, I can actually change my mindset. I can think positive. I can find a way to impact more people. That just in I'm being honest, like in a black culture, that didn't exist to me because it was never a programming in my mind. Like I just never knew any of that. I was just like, wow, I just been told to go to get grades, A star. That's cool, but you can find a way to be financially free. I'm not saying it overnight, but you have to can cultivate a mindset of winning, right? And it really it came down to it. Yeah, my cousin really got me involved in like business and things like that, and I went on my own journey as well. And I pretty much also watch more entrepreneurship programs. I don't know if I did it before he told me about like business and things like that, but I remembered watching like Dragon's Den. I watched that a lot. I watched what is it called? I went to even an enterprise school or enterprise college, Westminster Kingsway, which was called the Peter Jones Academy. I went there and I was learning entrepreneurship. You have to go and do ideas. You have to go out there and be an entrepreneur. Like our teacher, Miss Irene, she watches this. Literally, she encouraged it. She encouraged it. She was a black lady and she encouraged entrepreneurship. So it was great to actually have someone that actually encouraged that in the culture, because it was always that friction, because it all starts here. It's not even about being on. It's about, it all starts here. Your mindset towards it, right, and how you see it. Um, but really and truly, I think for me was the self development. If you get into self development and hang around the right people and listen to the audios and read the tapes and speak life to yourself when you don't even feel you have life, you even have you even feel good in the day, or you don't feel, you know how to uplift yourself. That's a powerful skill, actually. Let's say, for example, we talk about motivational speakers and things like that, but they get down too, right? They're not always motivating people with 100 hours a day. No, it doesn't. It's no. But you gotta know how to do that. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm the best comeback king in the world. These are certain things that I say to myself. So when the day is not going right or things are not going right and I'm getting frustrated, I know already how to uplift myself. I know, okay, let me get on an L Nightingale 30-minute or 31-minute audio and listen to it. Just sit down, just go and sit down somewhere and listen to it. So there's like the art of disassociation, from moving away from negative environments, negative people, and things like that. So I had to learn that, right? Not always engaging in different conversations. It was all through self development and through my journey of entrepreneurship through college. So actually, yeah, when I went, it's interesting because I always wanted to build something. I was always had that mindset that I always wanted to build something. Always had it. When I was watching Dragons Den, I was like, yes, I want to build a product. I want to build the next big thing. So when I went to college, I went to Christ the King in Lewisham. I went down there. Remember, someone had at the time we had a friend called Olu, right? And we would always go out there, and we would go out there and think, let's go and let's write ideas down, let's write ideas down, let's write ideas, drawing out things. We didn't know what we were doing, but we just wanted to build something. We just wanted to get out there because that's all we knew. We're talking while other people were talking, and I would go into the LRC library, right, and listen to Think and Grow Rich on an audio where people thought it looked like I was the crazy person. It's like, what's this kid doing? You're listening to the audio, but the people that were the ones that identified things and that identify self development. They said, "Oh, yeah." They watched me, and I remember a guy called Levi back in school days, well, college days anyway. He literally like looked on the I remember it was one time, I think I was listening to Think and Grow Rich, tapped me on the shoulder one time. I was like, "Oh, you listen to it and stuff like that," because you attract those types of people because they understand it. So people that are not educated on it don't understand it. And then from there, I was just on the hunt. I was still on entrepreneurship mindset. Went on my journey onto different businesses and stuff. And now, just long story short, now I'm in the innovation and technology space, helping people around the world give away a free technology away. And every time it's used, people can get paid from it as well. And really on a mission to impact more people and change more people's mindsets. One thing I know for me, I'm just a messenger of the bigger message that I'm a part of, even on this platform. So I just want to help more people. I just want to help more mindsets be shifted. It will be such a blessing to have more people in the black community or any community really. I don't care what community it is, to really have their mindset shifted because it's here that it starts. You can show someone that how to change their life, but it's all the mindset first, right? It all is all the mindset first. And I was watching even yesterday. Um, there was a it was saying like what kind of things do you think you will learn need to be taught in the black community, and it was pretty much how you see money, basically how you see it. Because what we do is we come in and we say, listen, okay, you want more money, you want to be financially free, you want to be rich, you want to be wealthy, you want to build communities, you want to build things. okay, go and get 5 jobs and work them all at the same time. I'm just over exaggerating, but it's the genuine truth. We get 2, 3, and there's nothing wrong with getting 2 jobs, right? I've done that before. You got to do what you got to do, but the most important thing is the mindset of entrepreneurship. Know what you're doing, because that's where the winning happen. The wins happen. It happens here. Happens here. Even if you had to, Joe, you have a mindset that you know how to win. You will find a way and win no matter what's happening. And you have to speak that life to yourself to convince yourself sometimes that you even believe that, sometimes when you don't even believe it. So that's my journey. That's the mission I'm on currently on right now, to help more people that way there. I know I went over.
That is a great journey, and that is a great mission to have as a person, because changing your mindset is the best way you can do for yourself, but also you can actually work to ensure your dreams come to reality. That is a huge one. And a lot of us, is true, a lot of us, especially the Black communities, we don't enhance that so much. It's only a few people, and
Mm-hmm.
now they're coming up slowly, because
Yeah,
we're starting to see it more, and we cannot put the blinders on anymore, because it's happening. And this is it. You have to change, or you will be left behind. And that's the way it is now. So
yeah,
having that, being able to actually say to yourself, I'm going to work on myself. Having that, to choose that yourself, that's one thing. Now, you also pointed out into the entrepreneurship itself for you as well, that when you give out something that you're going to get for free, can you tell us a bit more of what exactly you're giving out for free? What is that would do for a person, and what kind of person is it? Tell us a
yeah,
bit
yeah,
more, elaborate with us for us, please.
So in the because technology is expanding and growing, you have to tap in and move with the times, right? So we have a definitely a concept, and had like different entrepreneurs create a concept where there's a technology, and this technology can be in multiple industries, which is customer driven. Because what we understood is that if you serve the customer, and you serve the customer on their needs and their wants and what they want, right? And what they want and what they're looking for, they will always buy from you, right? It's all about customer loyalty. It's all about retention. It's all about making sure you meet needs and meet wants. So this technology, this artificial intelligence, really identifies what customers want, what's the demand in the market currently right now, and in the future, and we align up different products and different industries in the technology space to go out there and help more people within it. So that's the that's the best way of elaborating on it. It's just all about giving value to customers and people that want to benefit also and partner up with us. They also have to be motivated. We don't just partner up with anyone. I'm being straight and honest. Um, I'm being straight and honest. Like, you have to have that entrepreneurship mindset. You have to be a person that's motivated. Be willing to jump. Feel your fear, but you be willing to jump and say, okay, I don't know if this is different, just like the pandemic, but we're willing to do something about it so you can go and execute your dreams and visions and goals to make the world a better place. That's always my morals on how I see things, right?
And that's the most important thing, because end of the day, you won't know how much you want something unless you actually put yourself forward. There is plenty of opportunities out there, but
Yeah,
it's how much you can actually tell yourself and believing in yourself to say, I'm going to do this, and making it happen.
yeah,
Now, amazing thing about Carl here is already share with us what is it about. But if you want in depth, contact him. So please tell us how we're going to contact you. Where do you like to hang around? What platforms? If there is a website or anything you want to share, please do so.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So the best way to contact myself is I use Instagram a lot. So my Instagram is, I don't know if you put in front of the Instagram, is at King Carl Mensah. That's what it is. That's my Instagram. So King Carl Mensah. So King as in a king, like, and then Carl is CarlMensah, right? So that is literally my Instagram. Um, there's also my hold on, let me give you. I got my email as well. carlmensah@hotmail.com. You can contact me on there. Just put input on the top what it is that you're looking for and why obviously you're contacting and everything. And yeah, you can definitely work from there. And you can also, yeah, you can work from there. And also I use LinkedIn. If you use LinkedIn, it's Carl Mensah. You'll see my name. You'll see my face on it. You'll see my face on it. I pretty much use LinkedIn as well on there too. And if you hold on, and if you actually let me think, let me think. Yeah. So if let me just say this to you, if you are serious, if you're serious, you can outreach to my phone number, right? You can outreach to my phone number. Um, So my number is 078 is a new number. That's what I'm looking at it. I'm just keeping it real with you. Like 078 522 75496. That's 078 522 75496. Obviously, with this concept and what we're building, it's for 18 plus, right? Sorry about that. But it's for 18 plus. So if you are 18 plus, outreach to me. If you're younger than 18 plus, please at the moment, yes, you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on there and everything like that. But please do not message me, phone number, or call me or anything like that. So only serious, motivated people that want to definitely um, elevate in their lives.
Thank
Appreciate that.
you.
Okay.
And also, don't worry so much if you didn't catch the phone number or the email. Don't worry. I will type it in as well, how to contact him on the description area. So not to worry. And Carl, would you like to share a, a message to the world today, please?
Uh, okay, you're getting me very excited on this. I love it. 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 God bless you on this platform, and whatever you touch, it will turn to gold. Um, I would say, look, this is me, right? And I didn't share this, obviously, pretty much before, but just a long story short, before our concepts that we started out, I remembered working part time at Adidas and no money, no time. Remember locking myself inside the changing room at Adidas in Wembley, right? And I was a university student. I'm known as the energy person. I'm known, that's me. But feeling that restriction, feeling caged, this is one of the second times, right? Like depressed, and I was wondering what am I gonna do? Because I wanted to excel the dream that was inside of me, but I didn't know how, right? And I'm just blessed now to connect up with different mentors and coaches to help me. That's why we are on a mission to help with different entrepreneurs right now. So I would say to you is if you don't know your purpose, you don't know your gifts, you don't know your talents, you don't know why you're here. Period. I don't care where you are right now. Go and sit down somewhere and go and ask. I don't know who you talk to, whether it's God or what you believe in, or just go and I don't know what you need to do, but just go and sit somewhere and sit there and think, why am I here? What do I offer this world? What do I like to do? Get a book, get a paper. I didn't really, when I wanted to find out these gifts, it was no magic trick, and it was not kind of like I needed to go to, oh, let me go to WH Smith. No, I just wrote down, ripped out paper because I was gonna write it down. First thing, wrote down coaching. Next thing, motivation. Next, on a mission to really cross it off. I'm telling you, if you ask, seek, find, you will find what you're looking for. I tell you right now, go and find it. If it doesn't come straight away, keep finding it, keep hunting, keep finding it. Maybe ask people, what do you think I need to do? Try out different things, do work experience, find out that is more purposeful than you just existing. Because here's my thing, right? If you just exist in this world, you have brought no service. Because our job is to bring service to many people so lives get impacted. Just, I'm going to leave you with this. And I'm going to tell you, I said this on my Instagram and I'll say it again here. Right? And I know we're not going to go over, but there's a power of you having your vision. There's a power of a vision. Think about it. Dr. Martin Luther King, he said, I have a dream. If he didn't go out there and execute that dream that was given to him before he came to the world, the gifts that he had, guarantee I won't be on this call. Barkay won't be on this call. This platform won't exist. All, all these people you look at, it wouldn't be happening. Period. And the question is, are you going to not go after that vision, that dream that was given to you, and not use those talents? I've been guilty of that at times, and I even got up my game too. So I'm not just speaking at you. I know what I'm talking about. So that's what I'll say. Go and find that out and go and hunt. And I'm telling you, you'll feel exactly how I feel about my talents and my gifts. Your value will go high. You will know when you walk into a room the impact you're going to make. Barkay knows, everyone knows. I want that to happen to you. And I appreciate this, Barkay. Continue inspiring the world. You're destined for greatness, and so is everyone that's watching this. Be the best version of yourself and use your gifts to change the world.
Exactly. And that's the way it's supposed to be, though. You know what I mean? Because end of the day, we are here for a reason. We're not here just to waste time and wait to die. You know what I mean? And this is the most important thing, is knowing why we're here. What do we want for ourselves, but what do we want to leave behind? And this is the most important thing, to know why we're here. Now, thank you for that message, because it touches every human being. End of the day, like I said, you're not just a number, you're here for a reason. Now, I am so happy and I'm so grateful to have you today. And thank you for being here to give us your time and your knowledge about what you do and who you are as a person. Now, I would like to ask you, would you be willing to come back into to this platform to share about your dreams, what happened to you, what more things have you done in life? Would you like to come back?
Yes, definitely. Okay, I'm definitely all for that. I always like to connect with people that are making impact, purposeful impact. And I definitely see that. That's what you're doing. You're living it, your gifts, your talents, and you're really going out there and doing it. So I really respect what you're doing. So yeah, definitely.
Amazing. And thank you for that. And for everybody else, I am so happy and I'm so blessed to be here today, to be alive and share this knowledge and share this wisdom to everybody else. And remember, like Carl said, okay, he's just a messenger and he's just here to actually share that message to every one of you. So if you like this video, share it and share the world, share the news, share this message to everyone else. And for Carl, thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody.
Thank you.